What is up, viewers, and welcome to RedNovaYugioh. I'm sorry, I got like two cameras I'm facing, my computer and my actual face camera. So I do apologize if I do look both ways constantly throughout the video. But anyways, as you saw from this title, called I still don't know what I'm gonna call this video. Probably just discussing, talking about the new archetype that came out in Spirit Warriors, Magical Musketeers. There you go. I'm sorry, but I still prefer Magic Bullets. But I don't know. I guess America is too soft to have a children's card game have a bullet in an archetype, which is unfortunate. But anyways, if you don't know, this card I have right now in my main card right now is Magical Musketeer Shooter Caspar, which I'm surprised that it's a $30 card right now. Like, I mean, yeah, it's a good card, but if you don't play with it with other cards, then it won't be doing you much in that regard. But anyways, the whole archetype is a light attribute fiend type, so there's that. Because I don't know about you guys, but I've noticed how a lot of archetypes, well, a lot of new stuff are coming out to be different attributes for some odd reason. But as you go through the whole set, yeah. So if you see here, I have my own little deck profile, which I have been testing it a while. But as I'm testing it, I'm thinking about maybe making some changes, because I realized how this deck can be a little better. But for you to know, Caspar's effect is basically all Musketeers have the same effect, where you may activate any Magical Musketeer spell trap card from your hand during either player's turn. So that's really good, because you don't have to like have them set first, to use them. Like you may actually use the trap cards from your hand or any spell card from your hand, which is pretty awesome. So stuff like Twin Twisters, Heavy Dust Storm, MST, Tornado Dragon, just basically any card that helps you with spell and trap removal. Yeah, so Musketeers, that's something that they don't worry about. Now I do have in my deck Star Road, which I mean I might take out, because again, those kind of cards you're not really worried about anyway. So then there's that. And also I gotta say, Ties of Brethren is also a really good tech in the deck, because they all like half the monster are level 3 and half the 4. I know there's one level 8 monster, but I don't play it because its effect to draw cards for each spell tracker you activate that turn, you draw a card. And I don't know. That's my opinion. I might try it out later, just when I'm rebuilding a deck. Yeah, but still, I might try it out. But they all have their own like little things. Like for example, so they all have the effect where you're actually allowed to activate spell and trap cards from your hand. Well, they have to be Musketeer spell and trap cards, but yeah, so there's that. And also, if any spell trap card, it could be, it doesn't have to be a Musketeer spell and trap card. It could be even cards from your opponent's side. So basically from the same column. So basically, if you look on the dual field, anything that's like not sideways but long ways, that's basically the column that I'm talking about. Oh yeah, sideways rows, right? Yeah, that's right. So actually, every monster they do get effects, well, benefits when a spell and tracker is activated in the same column, and that's actually very important, because it's not only your column but also your opponent's column. So obviously, when your opponent is playing against you, when you're using Musketeers, they must also think about where to activate spell and trap cards, because I'm sure that you or anybody playing against Musketeers, they don't want to give how to say this, they don't want to trigger your monster effect, because, well, that's a plus and they don't want to do it that, which I believe all of them have a plus. Like Shooter Wild lets you shuffle 3, draw a card. Calamity lets you summon a Musketeer from your graveyard. Starfire, no, I'm sorry, Shooter Star, Okay, I'm pretty sure in the TGG these aren't called shooters, just because I'm pretty sure Shooter Star is called Starfire in TGG. But anyways, she lets you summon a Musketeer from the deck, and well, yeah, I have Honest because you know it's light type, so why wouldn't you run Honest? Only try it out. They have the Kid, which lets you discard a Musketeer and draw 2 cards. So yeah, another plus. The Doctor, which pretty awesome to actually recycle your stuff, lets you add a Musketeer card from your graveyard, so that's pretty awesome. And Caspar lets you search a Musketeer card from your deck. So yeah, so as you can see, every effect is a +1. Like all the effects are a +1, which does help the deck a little bit because the deck does require a setup or just a really lucky opening hand. That's also really important. I play with boons because you know since the archetype does have level 3s, and I always like Baboon because of the fact how it lets me just kind of like draw and probably put back cards in my hand that I don't need. It's not really a plus, but well, unless you summon 2 of them on the field. But I kind of like the effect where you can draw and probably put something back that you don't really need or one later for any of that stuff. And of course the hand traps, because why wouldn't you? I might play some more Ghost Ogres because I've noticed Ghost Ogre, it's a really good hand trap. Yeah, so I should be thinking about it. So you have Raigeki, obviously buy board wipes, Parzaris just to draw cards because again, this deck relies on its pluses. If you don't get it, you're gonna get a tough time. And Ties of Brethren is an awesome card in the deck because again, half of 3s, half of 4s, not including that level 8, which let me look it up real quick. That level 8 monster, where you at? Okay, so Fiends That Mail. So can be summoned with 1 tribute, which is pretty good. I wish it has some effect where it can be summoned just specially summoned through effect, but it doesn't have that. So that's unfortunate. Excuse me. So that's unfortunate. But it also has the same effect where you may actually activate spell and trap cards from your hand that have Musketeer in their name, of course. And also the other effect is that during the end phase, during the opponent's end phase, for every Musketeer card that you activated this turn, you draw a card. So let's say you stop your opponent with your spell and traps, like for their turn. If you have him on board, well, on your next turn, you're getting pluses like right from the start. So that's pretty awesome. I might mess with it. I might mess around with it just because. Hey, you know what? I want to try out every build I can. And again, I wish it was still called Magibullets. I really do. That was just an awesome name. But anyway, so we have this this never endorphin, which basically doubles the attack and defense of any of your Musketeer cards. But obviously the downside is that it can't attack directly. But again, since it could be activated during the anyway, it's a quick play, so you could activate it even if it's down. But the fact how you just spring it on from your hand is pretty good. Then we have this awesome card, which I think is pretty brilliant. Cross Dominator, which basically target one face-up monster. That monster's attack and defense becomes 0, and also its effect is negated. So think Forbidden Chalice, but just a little better because it makes their status 0, both attack and defense. So that's pretty good. Also, one thing too I should point out: all these cards, all these Musketeer spell and trap cards, they all have that requirement that you must control a Musketeer on the field. So just keep that in mind. Obviously, if it didn't have that, Cross Dominator would have been just an amazing staple that you'll probably see in any deck out there, which I'm just pointing out. Obviously, even the match I have it because why not? It's a pretty awesome card. Now this card is actually pretty good. Death Parado. I know I have it in this. I know I pulled one from the box. I just can't recall the actual name from TGG, which which kind of sucks, but because I want to see it. I mean, it's probably also Desperado. I don't know. It's weird how OCG and here in TGG, our card names are different, and also sometimes artwork is different, which sucks. But yeah, so again, if you control a magical Musketeer monster, target one physical card, destroy it. So yeah, so this is an awesome spot removal card. That can also be activated during the opponent's turns. That's pretty awesome. Star Row, which again I might take off. Then I play one Dancing Needle, which is basically target up to 3 cards in their graveyard, banish them. So that's pretty good because I'm not sure you know this, but a lot of decks these days rely on banishing cards from the graveyard, or maybe summoning cards from the graveyard, or putting them back, or whatever. So this card is a you may say it's situational, but it's a good way to actually disrupt your opponent's plays if they have that kind of play style in their deck. So that's pretty awesome. Then we have Devil's Deal, which is basically magical Musketeers cannot be destroyed by card effects. Now this card does not state that it needs a Musketeer on the field for you to activate, which is pretty awesome. But then again, its effect only involves Musketeers. So this card will probably not be played in any of the decks. So yeah, so that's something that you ain't gotta worry about anyway. And also, this card, if your opponent destroys this card through effect, you may actually search a Musketeer card from your deck or add one back from your graveyard. So that's pretty awesome. So yeah, so it has that diversity. So yeah, so once on the field, your opponent can't Dark Hole you, they can't Raigeki you, or whatever other destruction, or Black Rose you, or whatever other destruction effect this card has. And I gotta say, this right here to me is probably the best card in the deck. I know Caspar is the most expensive, but this card right here is pretty awesome. Deadman's Burst. Pretty awesome, man. Basically, if you control a Musketeer and your opponent activates a spell or trap card, negate it and destroy it. Pretty simple. So basically, a pretty standard play is to have it recycled through the Doctor, which lets you add it back to your hand. And you always have that card in you. It really helps if you always have this card on standby in your hand, because again, it's not on the field, so your opponent can't simply destroy it like through a spell and trap card removal. So yeah, so whoa, sorry about that. But so yeah, so this card is really amazing in the deck. So that's pretty awesome. Now, other than that, they don't have any more they don't have any link support, which I'm surprised, because you imagine that almost every deck, every new thing that comes out should have some kind of link support. But then again, Six Samurai didn't get link support. Yeah, they got a new fusion, they got a bunch of new monsters, but no official link support, which is kind of sad, because I'm actually very curious on what kind of link support magical Musketeers can get, because I'm actually curious about that, because this deck it actually is pretty fun to play. It is. Again, if you play this deck, you must keep up the advantage, because if you're running low on cards, yeah, you're gonna have a really tough time to actually win the game, because yeah. So again, every card effect has some sort of effect that gives you a plus, so that really helps. But again, if you're falling behind, you might not catch up. That's probably the only flaw that I can see with this deck. But is it fun? Hell yeah. I mean, I like it a lot, and obviously I do plan to actually mess with it a little bit and try to find my own perfect build for it, because yeah, I gotta say, man, like learning more decks does help you out with your knowledge of the game, how to prepare for stuff, and how to just basically advance in the game Yu-Gi-Oh! Because we all know, man, that this game can be pretty crazy and pretty complicated to understand and play at times as well. But yeah, guys, but there's my discussion about Magical Musketeers. Again, the archetype itself. I just noticed how on my Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro it does still state them as Magibullet, which is just a better name. But you know, oh well, because you know America, we're soft kids and we can't handle violence in our children's card game. But yeah, guys. But with that said, thank you so much for watching. And well, I'm not sure when this will be uploaded. Probably the day after Thanksgiving, or maybe the night. I do not know. But yeah, but hey, but you know, this is a deck I'm really excited to play along with, and maybe hopefully have a full deck in real life. I mean, I'm not sure about that Caspar being $30, but I can see this card going down in price because, like I said, because Musketeers, it does have that flaw of bad hands. So, okay, think about it, because in this deck you're actually running a lot of traps. Just saying, like you really are. Like you got Last Stand, you got Desperado, and you got well those are your two big ones. But then you also got other ones as well. Just keep that in mind. All right, guys. Well, I'm done talking. See y'all next time. My name's Omar, and I still gotta work on my outro. I still gotta work on my outro. But thanks again for watching. See you soon. Bye. Oh, peace. Yeah, that sounds better. Peace.